South Dade. Shout out for South Dade Chamber. We have the president of Homestead Hospital.
No,
Homestead
Miami-Dade College.
Homestead
Campus.
Miami-Dade College.
What did I say? Homestead Hospital? I'm getting all excited, you know.
Have another cup of Cuban coffee.
The Cuban coffee. You know, I was talking Homestead College, Miami-Dade College. I'm a Miami-Dade. I graduated Miami-Dade in 1976.
Awesome.
I used to call it the Kendall campus.
Yep.
But Oscar, how do you pronounce your last name?
Loynaz.
Loynaz. And how long have you been Presidente down there?
Presidente since December 1st.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
And where did you come? What's your road to getting there?
Oh.
Other than Homestead Hospital.
Well,
and who's the president?
That little detour that you didn't know that you had taken.
Wait, Homestead Hospital. You're sponsoring this show because I got it. Okay, so right here, Oscar. Good luck.
Thank you, Ken.
So tell me, how did you road to get to the president?
So I came to Miami-Dade about 3 years ago to be the dean of the School of Health Sciences at the medical campus. And I loved it. It was a wonderful position. But shortly after I started, the president of that campus resigned and they needed someone to step in and help out. And so they asked me what I do, and I was like, okay. I was lost. I didn't know what was going on, but I didn't kill anybody. I kept the campus afloat.
That you know of.
That I know. We kept everything going. And when we got a new president, I went back to my old position as dean. But they were very pleased with the work that I had done. And shortly after that, there was a vice provost position for workforce programs and professional learning. And I was asked if I could step into that position when the vice provost resigned. And I did that. Apparently, they call me every time they need somebody.
That's great.
Yeah.
Call the doctor.
Now, how did you get to Miami-Dade?
So I was at FIU for 18 years. And
What department?
I was with Student Health Services. And I loved it. I loved
In English, what does that mean?
In English, what it means is when
or in Spanish. So either way, I wanna understand it.
How about in Spanglish? I'll give you a little both. So
That
when
works.
the university collects a health fee, and that allows the university to be able to provide healthcare for the students at free or low cost. So we did that for about 18 years. I was there for about 18 years.
That's like insurance. They get insurance.
It can be. It's for example, the student goes and they don't charge them for the visit. What they do is for the lab work they charge, but a very low fee because we can subsidize it with the student health fee. We also provide. I'm not there anymore, but it kind of feels like I am.
Well, you are. You're part of the machine.
Yep.
Miami-Dade College, by the way, your whole system is one of the largest colleges in the country, correct?
It is.
How many students?
Well,
in the heyday a year ago.
Well, we used to count about 160,000. Right now, we've readjusted our count, and we're more at 80,000, which is a more realistic count. That includes both credit and non-credit. And so the non-credit has been challenged especially with COVID. So we're trying to get that back up and running. There's a lot of great non-credit programs at the college that people can take that you can just take, short term and get a certificate or get and you can really get nowadays so many degrees, certificates at the college in 2 semesters, a year, that can put you into the workforce.
So how many years were you at FIU?
18.
Wow.
Yeah. It was good. I loved it.
I mean, listen, I just happen to really respect Dr. Rosenberg.
Yeah.
He's the man of man, and he's the king. And I tell everybody, FIU and Miami-Dade is 305.
Yeah.
We
are.
UM is UM, but it's not 305.
Yeah.
People that go to Miami-Dade are 305s.
Yeah.
And people that go to FIU are mostly 305. So you guys, you represent us, and I really appreciate it. When did you move to Miami?
I came to Miami in 1968 from Cuba.
How did you come in?
We flew.
Okay.
Because swimming was just way too long.
It was too long.
Too arduous. Too arduous.
And how did you get in from 1968?
So my dad was a physician in Cuba, and we were trying to get out of the country, and that was very difficult at the time. So especially for a physician. So they at the time they were putting them like on punishment in a way. So he had to do like a 5-year punishment kind of thing where he worked out in the countryside and that sort of thing. In the process, he passed away. And so once he passed away, there was really no need for my mom and I. We had a home where his practice was there. So it was a great property. And so a couple of days after he passed away, they said, you're free to go. And difficult as it was for my mom, having just lost her husband and having a little child, we came to the United States. And my sister had already left a year before through Spain. She was 17. It was one of the ways that we tried to kind of get.
How old were you then?
I was 8.
All right, so you left left Cuba, and you arrived in Miami.
Yes.
And where'd you stay?
Little Havana.
Cayocho. Do you remember the
Not
address?
so little anymore.
No, I don't. No, I don't. But at the time they were trying to relocate us, and so we went to the Freedom Tower, which is part of Miami-Dade College now.
And that is,
Mhm.
People don't realize how incredible the Freedom Tower is.
It is. It's
And
an
thank you for
amazing.
It's
Miami-Dade.
our Statue of Liberty.
It is.
It really
It
is our
really
Statue of
is.
Liberty.
Miami-Dade bought it.
Yeah.
If not, it could have been an office building. It could have been a lot of other stuff. So continue.
So we went to the Freedom Tower, and they actually facilitated for us to move to Los Angeles. And,
What part?
We were in Burbank.
I lived in
and-
Montebello.
Oh yeah.
Take the Pomona Freeway.
Okay.
You know where it is, right?
Well, we lasted.
I lived in East LA. You lived in a good area.
Yeah. Well, we lasted 17 days. My mom hated LA.
But
She
why
hated
Burbank?
We had friends there, so she didn't like it at all. The transportation.
And how old
was
was
a
she and
challenge.
how old were you?
I was about 8, and she was about early to mid 40s.
Mhm.
So it was
She
a
was
challenge.
utterly overwhelmed.
She was.
Okay.
I can't.
Did she speak English?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, she did.
That,
Did you?
Wow. Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you moved back from Burbank to where?
Back here, and we lived in North Miami, off of 7th Street, Northwest 7th, and 130 something.
No, 7th Avenue.
Yeah, 7th Avenue. I went to, and then I went to St. James Catholic School. I'm a Catholic school boy, and I was there through 8th grade, and then I went to Monsignor Edward Pace.
And what did you do after that?
I went to school. So I was accepted to University of Miami, and I went, and my first advising session was less than pleasant. And I walked out and I called home on a payphone, because back then there was no cell.
Payphone, right?
And I said to my mom, I'm not coming here. And she was very upset. She worked for UM, so I got 100% tuition at the time. And she was not a happy camper. And she wanted me to study medicine. I wasn't so sure, but she wanted me to study medicine. And by the end of that day, an intervention had ensued. And my cousin at the time was studying medicine in the Dominican Republic. And so shortly thereafter, so was I.
And what's college there?
I went to school. I started in a school called Universidad Central del Este, which is one of the colleges, universities there. And then I transferred to University CETEC, and that's where I graduated from in 1982.
82.
Yep.
And then after that, I'm trying to find your path. So what did you do for your first job, and how did you get to FIU?
So what happened was that after I graduated, I was studying for my boards because once you go to a foreign medical school, you have to study for your boards.
But where'd you go to undergrad? There too?
Yep.
Okay. So,
Yep.
okay.
So I did everything over there. And when you come back, you have to take your boards, and then you have to do a residency. And that's the path. And when I was in that process, I decided this isn't really what I want to do.
Wow.
But then it's this search of, what do I do?
I have that same problem.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm 64. I'm trying to figure it out.
Grant, what are you going to do?
All right. So, okay. So
First grow up.
okay. So did you pass the boards?
No, in the middle of the process,
You
I
said
had
that.
taken them. Yeah, I didn't. And so I said, you know what?
You're still a doctor. You just
Yeah. I mean, I could. What it would take for me to be a doctor is to pass the boards, do a residency program, and then do the state
No,
boards.
you're still a doctor.
Yes,
Okay.
but to practice with
Yeah.
a license.
Okay. So then what happened?
So at the time I was like I worked at Hialeah Hospital, the pharmacy. I worked, doing a lot of different. I even worked at IBM in the parts department. While I tried to figure out which way do I go, the HIV/AIDS crisis hit. Actually, before that, I really wanted to work in mental health. So I was working at the time. It was Coral Reef Hospital and Larkin Hospital. I worked as a mental health technician.
Larkin Hospital.
When it opened up,
Fred Burns.
yeah, when it opened up,
That was the owner, right?
as a
Remember?
psychiatric. Yeah, it opened up as a psychiatric hospital, and I
And
worked
they still
there.
have it upstairs.
Yeah.
One floor.
Yeah, it was very fancy back then. I don't know how it is now, but it was a very.
All right. So how did you get into?
So okay. So I'll speed it up because I'm old, so it takes a while to get
Yeah,
to where I'm at today.
Okay, girl, we only have like 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Go ahead.
So I worked in mental health, and then the HIV/AIDS crisis was already kind of booming, and I said I really want to be a part of this. So I started working at CHI down south, community.
Colonel Hot,
Yes, Colonel Hartley.
who's
They're
Doing a
members of the
great job.
chamber, By
What?
the way, they're members of the chamber.
Yeah.
brilliant man and does
Yeah.
great service work.
Yeah.
So you worked for CHI.
So I
then-
worked for CHI several years. I worked up from being a case manager to directing the HIV/AIDS program. From there, I went to work for, back then it was one of the number one private community service organizations for HIV and AIDS. It was called Health Crisis Network. It doesn't exist anymore. It transitioned to a different name. And then from there, I worked at the health department. And then from the health department, I went to FIU, where I was there for 18 years.
Well, thank you for it. It shows you the path of you coming here from another country, and you just worked and worked and worked, and you have a great successful career.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is, and I tell that to the students all the time, you never know. You have to be open to whatever paths come your way, because if you're very rigid about where you want to go and what you want to do, you miss out on wonderful opportunities. FIU was something that was presented to me over lunch, and I thought, I could do that. And then I contacted someone at FIU to get more information. I applied for the position. I was hired, and I loved working there. So
now, how many students do you have in your campus in Homestead?
So our enrollment in Homestead is about 10,000 a year. And so if you break it out, it's 4,000 to 5,000 a semester.
And where do the kids come from? I don't say kids, your students from how south. You know, I know they don't come from Havana, but they could come from Key West.
Well, Key West has the Keys Community College, but you could come from Key Largo. You could come from that area as well. Most of our students are from the Homestead, South Dade area. You have the Kendall campus, which is not too far away. It's 20 to 30 minutes north. So those that live in Cutler Ridge and around that area actually could go either way.
Cutler Bay.
Cutler Bay.
Cutler Bay. You know, it's like, be careful there. Cutler Ridge is old term, old school. By the way,
I gotta have to catch up.
Cut him some slack.
I gotta catch up.
No, but it's interesting.
Kerry's going to teach me the ropes.
That's right.
A couple years ago, they didn't like the word Cutler Ridge.
No.
Now they're Cutler Bay. Now they go back and go, like, come away. I'm from Cutler Bay. I'm Cutler Ridge.
It's a pride thing.
It's a pride thing. So you got give or take 10,000. And what does most students go for? There's certain things that people go Homestead for. What is it?
So a lot of our students go there for their general education, to get their associate's degree, to basically then transfer to FIU or transfer to other places. But our biggest school at Homestead Campus is really the School of Aviation, the I. Watson School of Aviation.
And where? I did not know that. So the students, where do they train? You have a little airport in Homestead, correct?
Homestead General Airport.
What? What's it called?
Homestead General Airport.
Right? Is that where they train them?
No, we have at Miami Executive, which is Old Tamiami, and then we also have a place at Miami International. But the training, and now we're negotiating with a flight school that will run out of Opalaca.
So they could train out the old. I still call it Tamiami Airport, even though that's FIU.
Yeah.
When I went to FIU, the tower was still there.
Yeah. And it's amazing. If you guys are welcome to come out and look at the facilities anytime. The simulators are out of this world.
On campus.
At the Miami Executive Airport. We have a room that's full of simulators, and so students can get in there.
And you teach them how to be a pilot, or it's interesting. A friend of my son, he was 18. He was, I guess, flying with his father for years. And he went away, and he was still got all those hours and hours. He went away to college for a year. He says, I don't want to go to college. I want to be a pilot. Guess what? He had so many hours. He's 20. Nice. How old is he now? 24. Flying for a major airlines, making a ton of money, living at home, making a ton of money. I got to get to a ton of money. And his parents say, move out. He goes, I'm not moving out.
They start charging
but
rent.
point of it is, if you love it,
do his own laundry.
Right.
Got to get mom.
If you love aviation, you start early enough. It's a great career.
Yeah. We also have air traffic controller. So we have also maintenance. So there's a lot of
that's high paying jobs, correct?
Yes. Yeah. Can I jump in? Is that okay? I had to get permission to ask a few questions.
Please.
He made a very good point, and there was a season where everyone thought in order to get a good job, you had to get a college degree. You had to do that. And, we're finding now there's a healthy balance between that college degree, that certifications, programs. Coming to the Miami-Dade College Homestead Campus is an entrepreneurial center, which we're very excited about. We want to thank and congratulate your predecessor, Dr. Gene Jacobs. The Miami-Dade College Homestead Campus have been trusty members of the Chamber for a very long time. We have a great connection. I also want to say that, and this is what I'm getting at in that process, is the different programs that you have. Are you aware that 3 of our employees came from the internship program from Miami-Dade College Homestead Campus? We have Carlos Sobavaro, big, huge shout out for him. He's our chief of staff. and our military affairs committee liaison, or staff liaison. He went back to college. This is actually his second degree. He was using his veterans benefits.
That's wonderful.
And came to us as an intern. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy is amazing. So now he works with us. He's the reason why I still have hair in my head through the midst of all this. We have Robert Talavera. Robert graduated. He came to us through the internship program as well. Another great employee, co-worker together, great staff member. He does all of our social media coordinating. He's graduated from there. By working at the chamber, we helped him get a job with one of our members. So he's still working part-time for us. And now he's going back to get his master's in construction administration.
That's wonderful.
A great success story there. And then we have Ali Santana. I say the best for last. She came to us through CareerSource initially, but then started at the campus, at Homestead Campus. She and Robert and Carlos all finally got to walk all together just like a month or so ago. And what a proud moment. I kind of felt like a proud mama, so to speak, when all three are walking. She is going on, and she's at FIU now as well. So she got her associates at the Homestead Campus. Mm-hmm. It provides such it's not even just a niche anymore. There's several niches that our campus fills, and starting with Dr. Jacobs, and I forget, but she was with the campus for a very long
15
time.
years.
15 years. She was the one who helped really get the entrepreneurial center as far as it happening. I know that the city of Homestead, I'm pretty sure they deeded some of the land so that this center can happen. It's going to be right across the street from City Hall, which is going to be like a gateway, into our city with education on one side or government seat on the other. I think that's a pretty cool concept.
I'm very excited.
Very, very excited about that. Just to let everyone know, I've worked with a couple developers in the past about creating that right there in downtown Homestead, that affordable apartment living for students and for young entrepreneurs, maybe 5-6 stories high. Mayor Losner and Kate McCaffrey, our new city manager, hoping that we can do that. It'll be right there next to the BRT, which we were just talking about in our previous conversation before this recording. And a lot of great things are happening, and it's important to have a college campus that is so, and I lack a better word, so well-rounded, because you guys are constantly adjusting and shifting to the needs that South Dade has, in particular, talking about maybe bringing on some high-tech ag opportunities there, agriculture, which is our number one industry, along with military. Those are our two industries right now in the South Dade area as well. And instead of staying on this one course, you guys have done a brilliant job to make sure that as the community grows, you're growing and expanding in the what you offer, whether it's a AA, whether it's a bachelor's, whether it's certification. Mm-hmm. They're all important. They all have their place. Yep. And you guys have done a brilliant job to offer all of that.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because at Miami-Dade, we're extremely flexible, and it's all about meeting the needs of the community.
Exactly.
That's what we're here for. Mm-hmm. Right now, apprenticeships are also very important, and apprenticeships are a wonderful way of getting employees that are trained and are qualified. And it's we partner with CareerSource a lot on apprenticeships.
Yes.
So
yes, they're very important. They're very important small businesses. Three of our our staff members are from there, and I can't say enough great things about them. The programs that you have. I know that we've talked to Lynn Orguelles.
Yes,
Lynn. Shout out to Lynn. She's the campus's representative. She's on our board. Yep. And she helped us tremendously, and Carl Setta from Homestead Hospital, on putting together that small business initiative during the holiday season. Shop, drink, dine, local. Shop.
I know how I like to bring it. When he had the congressman, when she had the congressman on, she didn't say drink. Okay, so while we're talking about, so we have any new members?
No, we did. We had, I still have mine. That's why I'm talking so fast. It only takes half a shot. And I'm
any new members?
We have some new members. We want to give a big shout out to Klarinsky Wilson with Wilson Management. He owns a couple of hotels in the Homestead area. He's a brand new member of our chamber. We love what you're doing for our community as well. He has a great operation organization, also helping our homeless in that area as well. We really appreciate everything.
Trustees?
Community. Don't have a new trustee, but we have one more person. We have Diego Leon, business consulting, And a lot of what he does is in Spanish as well. And so those small businesses getting up and running, and they need someone to help them get over the hump, get to the next phase. Diego is your man for that. Another big, huge thing is really big for us. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, Tommy. Don't laugh. We are getting a brand new website. And this is really significant. People going on our website all the time. They're looking for, a member. They're looking for a digital referral, do all that kind of stuff. So right now, everybody, it is under construction.
Is Miami-Dade a trustee?
Miami-Dade are trustee.
Thank you.
Members
Thank
of
you
the
very
chamber
much.
For
Again,
many years. You have a great partnership with them.
Every time I see Miami-Dade, on whether it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, I type the words, and this is our motto, that's community. And after that, I go 305. Because you guys really represent Miami-Dade, not Miami-Dade College. You represent all of Miami-Dade, and we thank you for what your services are.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work, and all the presidents at all your location, and your new president of your campus, she's homegrown, right?
Yes, she is. Hialeah.
Look at, that's a different zip code. That is not in our area. Hialeah is completely
down there.
Oh yeah. So, but it's great. That it was homegrown, so it's exciting, and we thank you all. Okay, got some questions for you.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
He's gonna change
I don't know if I'm ready, but
I have not prepped him at all. So
okay, you ready?
Yes, sir.
He may not be friends
ready,
after
Tommy?
this, but hopefully.
Okay, you ready? Favorite football team? Go.
Dolphins.
That's
Your favorite hot dogs? Where to eat your favorite hot dog?
So, well, I'm going to ask Kerry to help out because if I'm new to the Homestead area, I can't phone a friend.
No, North Miami.
No. Hang on a minute.
We got to promote South Dade.
This guy's good.
That's right. Thank you very much. Who was our corporate sponsor last week? Do you guys even remember? Smoke and Spice. I can't believe the guy didn't remember.
I
this.
remember.
And they have amazing hot dogs.
Okay, next.
They have amazing
Where
hot
are they
dogs.
located?
And
I got to check them out.
I'll tell you. We'll
All right,
talk
your favorite
later.
chicken place? Go.
Oh, well, I've only eaten at Popeyes and Homestead.
That's good enough.
It's good. It's really good. And that's right next to us. It's very convenient as well.
As a kid, who was your superhero?
Oh, Superman, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. I just rewatched the whole movie.
As a Christmas, as a kid, your favorite gift?
Oh my God, it probably has to be a bicycle.
Do you remember what year?
Oh gosh,
64.
That's cruel and unusual punishment.
Thanksgiving. What do you love about Thanksgiving?
Everything. It's my favorite holiday.
All right.
Because in Thanksgiving, you don't have to buy presents. It's all about hanging out. You can wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. No one gets upset. It's everything is wonderful about Thanksgiving.
You know what this is?
A shark?
Miami-Dade Sharks. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay,
Fins up. Fins up.
Your favorite burger place?
I don't have a favorite burger
In North
place.
Miami.
In North Miami?
No?
Well, BurgerFi is pretty good.
That's all right. Well, let's just slide on that.
But I'm trying to think about local.
I'll teach you. Chefs on the Run, right around the corner.
Oh, Chefs on the Run. I'm going there on Thursday.
They have award-winning.
Okay.
I'm going there on Thursday.
What restaurant in Homestead has good fish? Go. Kerry.
Can you think of anything right now?
No.
Okay. In Homestead.
No.
Okay. No. You know where I had some really good fish?
What?
Was over at Peter's place at the Redlander. That's another place.
The Redlander?
Redlander.
You know where I like to go, though? It's not in Homestead, but my favorite place to eat seafood, it's not really a seafood place, but it's in Isla Morada, Morada Bay.
That's all right.
That place is amazing.
It's
my favorite restaurant.
We try to promote local restaurants. Your favorite pizza place? North Miami, Homestead, South Dade. Go.
I used to like California Pizza Kitchen.
You love Mama Mia's. Again, that's really close.
That's right by the campus.
I just got to give you the whole circle, the whole tour.
Okay.
He's new, so he's still learning.
Birthdays.
My birthday, March 25th.
Family members, go.
My partner is May 22nd, 57.
Okay.
My sister is December 22nd. 17.
There you go. You're getting there. He really loves to put us on the spot.
Tacos. Where favorite taco place?
Well, I don't have a favorite yet, but I ate at Taqueria Morelia last week, and that was good. And then I ate on Sunday at La Quebradita, I think it's called. That was really
quickly. New Year's resolution. Go.
To stay alive.
That's a good one. We think that's doable.
I'm gonna try.
Your favorite animal?
Oh, a dog.
Or mammal? What?
A dog.
You got one?
Yeah.
What dog's name?
Mo.
What kind?
He's a black lab mix. He weighs 108 pounds.
Ooh,
wow, that's
10 years old.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
he likes to eat.
We're about to wrap it up. Just want you to know what Miami-Dade does, not just in Homestead, all of Dade County. You represent 305, and I know Homestead, and I say Homestead, South Dade. You have brought, some people carry, you are pulling up the rest of South Dade, and we appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Kerry, you want to close it out?
Hey, everyone, don't forget we have our community guides out as well. I've got some in the car just for you as well. New website, be patient with us. Give us about a week. It's going to be under construction. So if you get frustrated with something, just call the office. We'll take care of you there. Get educated, be great entrepreneurs, shop, drink, dine local. Have a great one.